Luke, as we learned last week actually at the end of Colossians, was a highly educated Greek doctor. He became a close partner of Paul's at Acts 16 and traveled with him throughout his ministry. In fact, he had journeyed with Paul to Rome, where he was Paul's close associate there. We know from 2 Timothy that Luke is the only one there with Paul at the very end of his life. And so Luke is close to Paul. He is an educated doctor. He writes primarily to those like him, Greek Gentiles. He was a meticulous historian and a sincere believer in Jesus. And as you'll see in a second, he writes his gospel for those who might doubt what they've been taught. In fact, he opens up his gospel with these words: "Inasmuch as many have undertaken to compile a narrative of the things that have been accomplished among us, just as those who from the beginning were eyewitnesses and ministers of the word have delivered them to us, it seemed good to me also, having followed all things closely for some time past, to write an orderly account for you, most excellent Theophilus, that you may have certainty concerning the things you've been taught." As a historian by training, this is one of my favorite passages in the whole Bible. I know it's very nerdy of me, but I love it. I love how Luke expresses his heart, and it's to be admired. He wants to be meticulous. He talks to eyewitnesses. He wants to put together an orderly account. Why? So that we might have certainty concerning the things we've been taught. You know, Luke has long been admired for his mastery of the Greek and his skill as a historian. Even atheists who would deny the fact that Jesus was the Son of God admire his work. His Greek has been compared to that of the Greek historian Thucydides because it is such high caliber. If you found yourself doubting what you've been taught about Jesus, maybe you grew up in the church of who he was and why he came and what he claimed, I want to invite you, dive into Luke this Christmas.